Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we have something different. We are going to test corners. We are gonna move from one corner to 6 corners, and I believe my last bet will be tripling and trying to recover if we lose 14 faces. But I am just going to replay. I already saved it. So we will repeat the bets because they all make profit. We are going to repeat the first corner bet, and we are playing 8 faces with the first corner, and then we add on the 9th and 10th, and then 11th we do 3 corners, 4, 5, 6 corners here, and that makes it like 24 numbers. And if we lose on the 14th, we are going to triple it one time. So the goal is to be able to see how the corners are surviving before getting to that tripling phase, which is phase 15. And I actually improved my app a little bit, so we will be able to see the mini graphic here, and we are gonna see the spin count, and then we are gonna see the profit. Also, if we need the detailed graphic, we are going back here. Okay, so the small graphic is just going to show us where we are at, and I am going to play this manually for about 37 spins, so we will stop there, and then we will just go with more spins. We will play it automatically. I just want to show you guys WheelPulse AIDEA already defined the strategy. Okay, so 15 faces. So I will put this in the description section. We are going to check the reports, and we will check a lot of things as we usually do. We will check the most losing streaks and winning streaks, everything, and then we will be able to see how it's rated. We will be able to see if it's going to bankrupt. So the total cost of faces is 105. I always play it with the 10 cents, so it's easy for you to multiply it by 10, and then if you are using with $1, then your total face cost is 1005, right? My suggested bankroll is always 4 times of the total cost. And what I usually do is that if any strategy is good enough, it should hit 10% of my suggested bankroll, not the total cost. That should be your stop loss anyways, but this is the suggested bankroll. I discussed this before. You will need more bankroll than this, because if you are able to recover on the last phase, you will need this much at least. So that's the difference between the suggested bankroll and the total cost. Otherwise you won't be able to do that. So we are going to start with 1%, and then it will increase. But what we will do is this. We are going to play this manually, 37 spins. We will check the probability and the suggestions, and then we will play it automatically. So I will go down here, and also I want to check the face management section here. We can simulate this for 1,000 spins or million spins, but what I will do is that I am going to, you see phase 1, there is no link between the faces, but if I click on here, it links, and then you see it just moves, and then if there is a win, it will go back. Okay, So I will have to reset these. Sometimes I stay, sometimes I reset. So let's do that. On a win, we will be able to go back. So if we want to simulate it, all the faces need links between each other, and that creates rules, right? Okay. So in this one, we will be able to reset to face 1. Now the last face, we can reset to face 1 on a win or a loss, because this is our last one. Okay, and this is the preparation for later. Okay, and I will show you one more time. We start with 1 corner bet, and you see the total cost here. We played for 8 faces, and then double and repeat, and then we have to progress after that, and then the last phase will be tripling the 6 dozens, 6 corners. So that's about it. So let's play slowly, okay? So let's do that for 37 spins. So this is my first bet. I can actually show you the wheel a little bit, and let's spin. So that's a loss. We move to the next one, spin, next one, I can make it maybe down. Yeah. So we tried 8 faces and there is no win. You see the profit minus 80, right? So now we are increasing our coverage and increasing our bets. No luck. And there we go. So we made 20 cents. So now we can reset. So after all those losses, we won on the 10th, right? So you see, this is the balance line and there's a profit. If we want to see it more detailed, we can go right here. And I can see it more detailed. So we lost and then we won on the 10th spin. So minimal face bankroll requirement is face 10 so far, and this is the safest point, and this is the gambling point because we had 9 losing streaks, right? So let's go back here, and this is the 10. So let's try again. We are trying to get lucky right on the 1 corner, like just like that. Did you see? High risk, high reward. So we jump to the 90 cents. Okay, so this is what we are trying to do, and then we are on spin 12. Go back, and you can pay attention to the wheel as well. It is a random game. There we go. We are at $1. So we did make 10%, right? Okay. But remember, we are trying to make 10% of the suggested bankroll. We did make almost 10% of this. So the graphic looks very good at this time. And this is my profit target progress bar. Okay. So let's start again. So we are at 20. So mostly we are playing corners, one corner, and the probability check will be about 4 out of 37 numbers, right? Now we are increasing our bet and the coverage, and that's another one right there. So 29 spins, we go back, we will do 37. $34, $35, $36, and $37. We got lucky on the last one. So 37 spins, and we made $1.70. So if you played it with $1, you would be at $17. The graphic looks very good. We are gonna check detailed. Okay, so let's go here and let's make this bigger. Okay, so when we check, the longest loss streak was 9 losses. Okay, and phase 10 is the minimal phase requirement, but the safest would be 11. How many phases we have total? 15, which is good, and $105 is very good. And look at the graphic. So the blue one is the balance, and then the yellow one is the profit target. The profit target is $4.20. We made $1.70. What else we can check here? So since we let's load this. Let's check the critic report. Let's generate that, and then we are gonna see some cool informations. There we go. Win rate. So we achieved 5 wins against 4, and then 32 losses, and that's the expected loss, 33. See how close it is. So that's why I don't worry about probability as much, since it's not the biggest part of winning. The biggest part of winning is that how many losing streaks with that probability possibility, right? We are trying to figure that out. Then we can see what's the gambling point and the minimal requirements, and also the safest point. This is the whole point. In 37 spins, Gambling point is phase 9 and minimal phase is 10, right? So if you are playing with 10 cents, the total cost from first to 10 is $1.60. If you are playing with $1, that's $16. So it's pretty good. Let's go here, and this is very detailed. Okay, look at this one. We had 5 wins and 32 losses, and this is perfect example of the probability. And if you are playing less, it gives you an idea what you should expect. And that's a typical thing, winning streak. And I want to see have at least 10 faces. So this is number 1. I check that. I also check volatility, it's only 1%. Low risk. What else we check? That's sufficient. Bankroll is perfect for this. And continue leveraging, that's perfect. So let's check this. So 10 and more. Okay, so we do have 15 faces, so I am not worried about it. Face 38 for better. So we are not getting a right number here because this is like the safest point. But for now, I do know it has to be 10 and the safest would be 11, right? So we know that. And by the way, I have a section on my website, WheelPulsePro.com. If you want your strategy to be tested, you could always contact with me. You can visit the website, and I have different packages, bronze, silver, and gold. And it explains that I can test your strategies for 50 spins or 1000 spins. So it has different packages, it has different prices, and there are some add-on features that you can add for extra charge. So close this one, close this one. Now, since we know we made some profit in 37 spins, we can actually autoplay and then try to figure out what would be the losing streak if we go beyond 37 spins. Okay, and so far it is rated 5-star, and you see how it's simple. You know, we repeat 4 numbers 8 times and then we progress from that point. But that's the rating, so we made profit. And from here I'm just gonna autoplay, and then I will fast forward it. Okay, and we are trying to see if this is gonna survive or not, and I'm gonna make it faster. So let's see what's going on here, and you pay attention here. Okay, so we are gonna try to hit this, and then it will go up to 2%, 3%, 4%. There you go, we already reached 1%. And I want to show you guys how random this is. We reach at 2%. We get more losing streaks here. It's expected because we are betting on only one corner, right? But what we are trying to do is that we are trying to make some money there, and then I want to see if it's going to hit profit target, like 10% off the suggested bankroll, right? And let's see. The spin count, profit, and you see how random these numbers are. I love this new graphic. It's like a small version of the detailed one. Now we will be able to get an idea when we play manually, and it's amazing how it works. But I will leave it right here. Is detailed. Okay, so maybe I can make it a little bigger. Okay, so we are over 1,000 spins and the profit is $78. And the longest loss streak, there we go. So here the game stopped because it reached over 15. See, gambling point 105. So what I would do is this. Now this is the point that we are trying to figure out, right? So what I usually do is when I test your strategy, I go and then I see there is no bankroll, right? So we did lose our bankroll here, right? See that? On after 1,000 spins, we lost it. We have no money to go ahead. So what we will do is this. This was our last bet, right? And then we tripled. So I will triple this again. Now that we know 15 face is not enough, and this is what you want to know with your strategy submission. When you submit your strategy, you may think that 15 face is good enough, but like I said, it's not good enough, right? We see that. So here, what we will do is that we are going to triple this, okay? We are gonna triple. We are going to save it as the 16th, right? And then we are gonna edit. So what I wanna know is that we lost that one, so we triple it. Now the bankroll is actually this, and the total cost is 315.60. So I will paste it, set the bankroll. So this is the new profit target because we reached on the 15th phase, but now we want to hit this, right? But I want to see if 16th phase is going to be enough. So I am gonna spin, and actually it did bring us back, right? Okay, so now from this point I can say we need 16th, but also 16 is the minimal, right? So what would be the safest point? Adding one more face. So we show that one, we go back, and we will actually triple it again. We will not spin that, but we will save that. We will save that one and add it to the favorite. So this worked for us. It brought us back. That's why it is important to play any strategy to the point that it fails. And I know on YouTube, when we display, we say for this much bankroll, that much bankroll, and this is the face. So no, we are trying to figure out if the strategy can get close to the unbeatable, almost unbeatable side of the game. And we added one more face, two more faces actually, right? 17th. Now we are gonna see. I am going to actually copy this one and make it harder. So what we are doing is actually we are stress testing, right? Okay, so now from this point, reset, zoom, and then I wanna autoplay from that point. So it brought us back, and then we keep going. Now our safest point is 17. Minimal faces 16. Okay. And we are playing with 10 cents. And it is $315.60. But say if you are waiting for a trigger, or you know, you want to be on the cold side, and then you want to see which one is not hitting much, so you have your own triggers. So say you don't want to play right away, like you don't want to play every single face. Say you want to wait one loss. This is how much you need. So after the one loss, you are actually start betting. If you are waiting two losses, you need 34.80. So it depends how you play. There are certain strategies like 2 dozens. You are trying to see which dozen is not hitting like 3 times. So then you start betting. You can do this way. But with this strategy specifically, it's hard to wait for a trigger since you are starting with only 4 numbers. Okay, maybe after it reaches 24 numbers, you can treat it as 2 dozens, and then you can gather your corners, or you could switch to 2 dozen game and then try to recover with a trigger, right? So you could do that, but we are not gonna go with a trigger. What I am saying is that it is important to know these points. What is the longest loss streak? What is your profit goal? How many real faces you need for your strategy? So that's why you need to get it tested. And I can test it. I can provide you report, detailed report, screenshots, and all that. So under my website, wheelpulsepro.com, you can go. There is a link. Test your strategy, and then you can choose a package, and from that I can provide you guys a very detailed information. Okay. So far we are making good profit with this one, and this is the bankroll used to make almost $100 from 10 cents. That's 1,000 times of your base bet. So if you have $1, I would definitely suggest at least 3,156 dollars. And if you wanna increase that to 9,000, that's what it is, phase 17. So it's pretty good strategy. But if you just wanna have fun and burn $105 with 10 cents a base bet, that's good. You know, it's not sometimes about making money. So maybe sometimes you want to just go to the casino, burn that money, have fun, and leave the casino. You can win a lot still with the gambling point, right? But we know that you need at least 16 face. This doesn't happen all the time. You see, it's rare to hit 15, but it happened. All right. So let's see. Did we hit 10%? Oh, I wanna just see if we did hit 10%. Did we hit 5%? 1% of it? I just want to see it. Okay, yes, we did. All right. That's a huge drop right here. I want to see. And there you go. Now we got 16 losses. And this is the spin count. 1,594, 5, 6. So now the minimal phase became 17, and the safest point would be phase 18. Okay. So what I will do is that I want to just see if I can zoom here. Okay. Let's stop this for a bit. I still wonder. Let's go with this one. Actual win rate, win and coverage. So let's do this. I'm just trying to find the average point. Okay. Let's see. Let's generate one more report. And let's see, minimal face requirement, this much. So this is the gambling point right now. Okay. So when I provide you guys report, what I do is this. I take this edit to the title, so it will bring it in the description, and it will tell you the average, coverage, everything, all the faces here. I save this one and then edit to the report, and then also I go here. You see that the probability is still there. Okay, and it was right. See, now this changed. 17 and up, that's what it is. So I do export this. Okay. Now this is not bad, 0.067 per spin, right? And we made $110.60. So just out of curiosity, because 18 is the safest point, what if we triple that, right? So let's triple that, and then that is the amount per corner. And you make profit with that. So let's save that and add. Autoplay, keep going. Right now it is 4-star. It has different algorithm when it rates. It is still in profit, but it's not 5 stars because we did get some losses, but this is the safest point. Okay, so I think we had enough spin count, and we can actually stop the test. I will go through again to show you guys the results, the rating, and that's the highest drop, the profit, and how many spins. Spin count, that's a lot of spin. So what if we used, now we can simulate that. So let's see the total. If we used this bankroll, I'm going to clear this. Okay, so there is nothing now, the chart. Now this is my detailed simulation point. So this is my starting bankroll. Okay, and this is the total cost. So that's like the stop loss. I go to the maximum, paste. Let's do 5% profit target, one day. Since we know 1000 spin result, almost 2000, right? Let's go to 3000 spin. and we did create we have to link them. Okay. Okay. So stay reset. Just I'm checking. Yeah. Because we added extra faces, that's why it changed. 13, 14, 15. And now this changed to 16, right? So it needs to go to 16. Go to face 16. Reset. Go to face 18. Sorry, 17. We will reset or go to face 18, and we will reset or reset. So that would be the last face, right? So we linked all the faces all together to be able to test it. So testing a strategy takes time, and like I said, you have to understand maybe it's not your strategy, it's the wrong bankroll, or you are not prepared. There are a lot of details that you have no idea. That's why you need to get your strategy tested, and we will figure out together what would be the real bankroll. Maybe you know, depending on your bankroll, you should play your strategy or not, or twist it a bit. So this is what we are trying to figure out, and this is the section. I deleted the previous result, that's why we don't have anything, but I am going to show you guys something here. So let's test this one for 3000 spins. We made 201. Yeah, so there we go. We made money, and then we will see after 3000 you will see that same face 17, right? Gambling point here, so it's very close. So what I will do is that when I run the simulation, this accumulates, but I am going to show you guys what we are doing here. So I will try to figure out the safest point, and you will see it's analyzing the strategy, and you will see how often it hits 17, 18. Okay, and we are testing it for 3000 plus, so every time it's actually testing for 3000, and you will see it's rare to hit these. We are not gonna play the strategy for 3000, that's why you need large number testing, because we are trying to figure out the probability of hitting phase 17 or phase 18. and large number theory, will lead you to figure out the probability. Now, the probability is 100% there. There is no question. There is no need to worry about that. But what we need to know is that what is the safest point, okay? And if you check this closely, it is dynamic. Okay, I want to show you guys how dynamic. And see the average. Phase 3 it finds phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, so those are very risky. And this is the average hit for the right. We can make it smaller now. And you see this, look, mostly the strategies in profit, like this is a everyday profit. You make average $200. When you lose though, you lose big, right? But when you make it, it's mostly 200, 197. When you lose, of course you lose your whole bankroll. So from here, you see here average daily profit. So this is what we are trying to do. The strategy is pretty good, and I would probably play this to the gambling point, but minimal. Not much to say about this strategy anymore because you have a lot of idea. But my point is that yes, I know everybody owns their strategy, but you need to really get your strategy tested, detailed way like this. Go to my website, choose your package, and let me know if you want me to test your strategy, and I will give you the best report possible. Thanks for watching.